Welcome to the SoBeing Podcast. Human doing, human being. Because we need both. We need to be and do. Only listen to this podcast when you can safely close your eyes. If you're operating heavy machinery, driving a vehicle, doing anything that requires your attention, come back to this. There are eyes closed, hypnotic meditation processes during this podcast. Only listen when it's safe to relax completely and make changes deep down inside that last and stay with you. Episode 4 of the SoBeing Podcast. Alright, so this is the 4th episode. There are 3 steps in the SoBeing process: releasing and letting go, gratitude right now, consciously making manifest the future that you want. Step 1, 2, and 3. With episode 1, we started with step 3, the what do you want? And that's where we're cycling back to right now. The whole idea, you see, is in life to keep going and keep enjoying and keep doing things that you enjoy. If you enjoy playing football or doing yoga, then you enjoy your exercise. If you enjoy painting, writing music, writing books, creating trainings, delivering, presenting, then you enjoy what you spend your leisure time or your career time on. Because if you spend more of your time doing the things that you really enjoy that are aligned to you and earn your money doing what you're passionate about, then you're enjoying more of your work time, your exercise time, and your leisure time you enjoy. You have more and more enjoyment. What do you want was always the question that I asked people when they came to see me in private practice. What do you want? Step 3 of the SoBeing process. And in the first podcast episode, I spoke about the importance of a clear mental image and how that in itself was a little misleading because it needs to be fully sensory rich. Not just your mind's eye engaged, but your mind's ear, the kinesthetics and smells and tastes if they're relevant. Now, when creating these goals, these markers on your journey that we're calling clear mental image, there's a simple set of steps, conditions that you can follow to ensure the success of your clear mental image. They are state things in the positive. Step 1. What do you want? Stated in the positive. I don't want to be overweight. Don't want to be poor are not positively phrased sentences. I do want to be fit and healthy. I do want to be abundant, more abundant. A phrase in the positive. Details there will help add details into the clear mental image. Step 1 is super simple. What do you want? Phrased in the positive. Step 2. Is it in your control? Can you achieve it? There's a concept called the sphere of availability that I like from an esoteric thinker of the 1960s, Orfeel was his name. The idea of the sphere of availability is that maybe certain things are not goals you should be setting for any time soon. Private jets, multi-million-dollar mansions, private islands, some of the really huge things, unless you're well on your way, because that's currently outside of the sphere of availability for me and a lot of people. And owning a private island and a private jet aren't things that I want to expand my sphere of availability to encompass. There are many things that I want to experience, do, be, see, own, go to, and enjoy in my life, and share with others. And those are inside my sphere of availability, the things that are available to me, that are within my control, things that I can expand my sphere into a different direction. By studying and learning yoga, I could expand my sphere of availability further in that way. And if I so desired, become a yoga teacher or add that to my repertoire. I can move and expand my sphere of availability, and those things then become within reach. Are the things within your control? Being able to fly by flapping your arms? No. Being able to fly by being a passenger in an airplane? Yes. Within my sphere of availability, within my control. So, step 1 is phrased in the positive. What you do want. Quitting smoking is not phrased in the positive. While it's a positive thing, it's not phrased in the positive, or a positive thing if that's your desire. I want to have a healthier, fitter, more active lifestyle. Is focused on what you do want. Notice how it conjures no images of cigarettes in the mind. I want to have a healthier, fitter, more active lifestyle. Because when you're setting a direction and an intention for your unconscious mind, with your conscious intention setting thought, that is focused on what it is you want to be healthier, fitter, and leading a more active, abundant, and wonderful lifestyle. There is where the thoughts go. Step 1, what do you want phrased in the positive? Step 2, it's got to be something that you can do. Something that other people have to do isn't within your control. Now you can manage teams of people and have other people do certain jobs. But if it's wanting a raise at work and you are not the boss is someone else, it's not in your control. Setting clear mental images following the 4 conditions of Wellformedness, phrasing it in the positive, focused on what you do want, choosing something that you can achieve, that is within your control, and that is within your sphere of availability. Having focused your mind in the forward direction on a thing that you can achieve right now and in the future. Step 3 is about, is it good for all of you? Is it holistic? Check the ecology of the change you want to make. If you spend all of your time in the gym getting fit, how will that impact your social life, your family, your friends? If you set a goal to be so abundant and earn lots and lots of money and decide to spend all of your time working, again, how will that impact your friends, family, social life? How will it impact your health and fitness, the nutrition and the exercise, if there's no time made for it? If you spend all of your time painting, creating music, and no longer work, how will that affect your finances? How will it affect and balance your work, your social, the areas that are important to you? This goal, that's step 1 phrased in a positive, step 2 something you can do, needs to be step 3, good for all of you, in order to have more alignment and more success of creating clear mental images that power you forward into the future. Now, your unconscious can follow the structure of this so that naturally you start phrasing things more and more in the positive, creating clear mental images of them. Goals that are aligned with who you are. They're good for you spiritually, financially, health-wise, career-wise, social. All of the areas of your life that are important are impacted in a positive way because of this change that you want to create, initiate, and continue to move forward today. Step 3, holistic, good for all of you. Step 4, this is it. It's the clear mental image, the sensory-rich experience of how will you know when you have achieved that goal. This outcome, where will you be? What will it feel like? The sun on your face, maybe. Breeze gentle on your skin. What will it sound like? Palm trees rustling. Tropical birds singing. What will you be saying to yourself as your internal dialogue? What will you see in the world around you? Bright blue sky, palm trees, beaches. What will you smell? What fragrances, and if it's appropriate, tastes, if you're drinking, or being a chef, creating goals with aromatherapy, the sense of smell. All of the sensory representational systems, all 5 of your senses internally focused, creating a clear mental image of how the world will be when you have achieved this success of writing a book, or being a writer on a tropical beach, being a yoga teacher, whatever goal that you have, whatever outcome you want. When you've achieved it and succeeded it, how will you know you've got it? That's step 4. This makes goal setting successful. This makes goal setting, creating well-formed outcomes, something that actually happen. This is a process that ends with a clear mental image of the success you want. Now, if it's safe and appropriate to do so, take a deep breath in. Hold that breath for just a moment. And allow a tingly feeling to come to mind. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath. Get ready to feel that good feeling as you sigh and breathe out. Take another deep breath in. And behind closed eyelids, bring to mind that CMI, the clear mental image, as you breathe out and tingle and sigh. Inside, feel good about the good feelings that come to you can think on that clear mental image. That moment in time where you're in that space, you've created, succeeded, and achieved. And how great does it feel? What does the world around you look like? And how good, how good will it feel to move on from here into the future's future? Now, in the present moment, looking at the you in the future, having achieved your clear mental image. Feeling good. You can allow any old blocks or beliefs that stop you from achieving that to come to mind on an old black and white TV set in the corner, with tinny speakers and a wobbly, grainy black and white picture. Those old beliefs that don't serve you can disappear as the screen just goes blank. And anytime you need to release a negative feeling, spin it backwards, off, out. Bring the opposite color of the feeling to mind. Spin that feeling away. Put the images on an old black and white grey TV set with tinny small little high-pitched speakers. Hear the internal dialogue squeaking away, and the pictures, as the TV goes blank, the beliefs disappear. the old limiting beliefs, the feelings attached to them drop away. Today, you get to feel good again and again, each and every time you do something good, each and every time you think about doing good things, each and every time you noticing yourself in that flow state, feeling those good feelings that support you, the feelings of gratitude building. And the more and more you allow yourself to build those good feelings of gratitude more by thinking of those things that you've done in the past that you enjoy and you're grateful for, those successes, the achievements, the places you've been that were so amazing, you got to go there and enjoy them, the burst feelings of gratitude through your body, the places you go regularly that you are so grateful for, the little things that you're grateful for. Spin those feelings of gratitude. Notice the color of the feeling of gratitude, where it starts and spread that bright, wonderful, shiny feeling of gratitude further around your body. Bring to mind those activities that you love and are so good for you, that you enjoy doing in certain places, and boost the gratitude feelings around you now. That's right. Get good at gratitude. Every moment that you wake up and notice things that you're grateful for, the more and more you can remind yourself to feel a little gratitude here and a little gratitude there and a lot of gratitude right now. Spin those big feelings. Feel good about what you have achieved, what you're working towards achieving more now. In the future, that clear mental image of you achieving and succeeding. Between now and there's this halfway point where you've done and succeeded at achieving half of the things necessary for you to create and make manifest. And if you imagine right now moving into that space halfway between the present moment and the future's success markers, the goals, the bright, clear mental images, fully sensory rich visions in your future, you find yourself thinking about more and more each and every day. Pop, it comes to mind again, a colourful, bright, wonderful representation of the successes, the things in the future that you know you want to achieve, that are markers, that are well-formed outcomes, goals that are in the positive, in your control, ecological and good for all of you, fully sensory rich, coming to mind again and again. Now, as that happens more and more, you can imagine more and more detail at the 50% mark, the halfway mark between that present moment and the future where you've achieved. And so as you see the world from a 50% halfway marker, and noticing the things around you that let you know you've got so far, it feels good, and that good feeling is out there into the future too, behind you, moving you towards what it is you do want more of. And as you allow yourself in your mind to go to that moment in the future again where you've achieved and succeeded, and see what you'll see, and hear what you'll hear, and feel how good it feels to be there, is something you can do as you sleep and dream tonight. And inside your unconscious now, by turning round and looking down towards the present moment, and with the benefit of hindsight, allow either now or later, or as you sleep and dream, your unconscious to noticing and creating new ideas and ways for you to achieve and succeed in more effortless ways, or sooner, or with more added extra wonder. And as you allow the ideas that are good and right for you to integrate inside, deep down, become more of the CMI and more of that vision that you want to achieve in the future, you can feel good about giving yourself permission to accept more and more positive suggestions that move you towards the goals that are right and good for you and others around you, making the world a shinier, happier, wonderful place. Your attention more and more on those CMIs, clear mental images that lead the way, with an effortless, floaty feeling from today, a movement that's easier. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath as you allow both now and later the thoughts and ideas that are good for you to integrate deeper and deeper into your unconscious, so that you get to have more of the things that you want and desire now. Episode 5 of the SoBeing Podcast is next. We deep dive into a powerful way for transformation of your internal world that creates and shapes your external world. Till then, have a blissful, beautiful day. This is John Vincent.